The Great Emu War, Australia's unusual battle. In the annals of history, few conflicts are as peculiar and memorable as the Great Emu War of 1932. This unusual military operation took place in Western Australia and involved the Australian Army taking on a formidable foe, the emu, a large, flightless bird native to the continent. Background. Following World War I, many Australian veterans were given land in Western Australia to take up farming. However, by the early 1930s, these farmers were struggling due to the Great Depression and a severe drought. To make matters worse, an estimated 20,000 emus migrated from the inland to the coast, where they found the newly cultivated farmland to be an ideal habitat. The emus began to ravage the crops, causing significant damage and threatening the farmers' livelihoods. Desperate for a solution, the farmers turned to the government for help. In response, the Minister of Defense, Sir George Pearce, agreed to deploy soldiers armed with machine guns to combat the emu menace. The campaign. The operation commenced in November 1932, with Major G.P.W. Meredith of the Royal Australian Artillery leading the charge. Armed with 2 Lewis guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition, the soldiers set out to reduce the emu population too. However, the emus proved to be surprisingly elusive and resilient. The birds moved quickly and in unpredictable patterns, making them difficult targets. The initial attempts to herd the emus into firing range were largely unsuccessful, and the soldiers found themselves outmaneuvered by their avian adversaries too. Results and aftermath. Over the course of the campaign, which lasted about a month, the soldiers managed to kill approximately 986 emus, far fewer than anticipated too. The operation was deemed a failure, and the emu population continued to thrive. The media quickly dubbed the event the Great Emu War, and it became a source of national and international ridicule too. Despite the failure, the government eventually found other methods to control the emu population, including offering bounties to hunters. The Great Emu War remains a curious and often humorous footnote in Australian history, illustrating the challenges of wildlife management and the unpredictability of nature. Legacy. The Great Emu War is remembered today as a bizarre and somewhat comical episode. It highlights the lengths to which humans will go to protect their livelihoods and the sometimes unexpected outcomes of those efforts. The story of the Great Emu War continues to capture the imagination, serving as a reminder of the complex relationship between humans and the natural world. The Great Emu War stands as a testament to the resilience of nature and the sometimes surprising challenges faced in wildlife management. It remains a unique and fascinating chapter in Australia's history.